All right. Rolling. Indeed we are. Up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads. Oh, let's switch it up to the thumb. And the pinky. And across the palm, the knuckles. And let's grab the ball in one hand and squeeze. And then the other. And then back to the first. And one more time on the other. And if you can, bounce, otherwise throw it in the air. Two, one. Leave it on the floor. Assess how the feet are feeling. Take a note of the ankles and the knees and the hips, and then step on the ball right in the middle of the foot 3 times. Move up to the knuckles. Press once going across. Slide it across the knuckles. Bring it to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. And the crease between the toes and the knuckles. Squeeze toes into the ball. Release and separate. Squeeze again. Go to the middle of the foot and wiggle. And scribble. Three, two, one, release. Reassess, feel the difference, go to the other foot. 1, 2, knuckles. Sliding. Middle of the foot and wiggling. Pressing. Lifting and separating. Pressing. Wiggling. And scribbling. Let's get the ball out of the way. And shrink the tree. 3, 2, 1, center. Nice deep breath, twist it away, swing the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, stepping to one side and gathering in starlight. Center. Go the other way. And center. Nice deep breath. And then start walking or marching or jogging. So today is a day for upper body postural fixes, some of which we do every day, but we'll put them all in one big package, switch things around a little bit. Warm up here to do so. And we got bands in the after class. No squats today if you want to do those to pick up your heart rate. Whatever you want, including exactly what you're doing. Be safe. I'll sprint. So we'll do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10. 20. And 30. Catch your breath, take 2 deep ones. Interlace the fingers, raise the hands up overhead, raise up to the sky. Come back down if you're on your toes and bend back. Back to center and lean to one side. And then the other. Back to center, dropping the hands, pressing out at the chest. Come on down. Interlace the hands behind the back and raise them up. Come on out and shrug. I was rolling back already. And then shrug. And then roll back. Holy smokes. Swim. And do the backstroke. Breaststroke. And then extend the arms and rotate. Other direction. One palm down, one palm up, flip flop. One hand across the body, pressing in on the elbow. And the other. Now we're going to do the Franklin hydration technique. Take your hand behind your back onto the trapezius muscle here and squeeze and massage it. Get your thumb involved. Loosen up and hydrate. And then go to your rear deltoid right behind your shoulder there. Same thing. And then get the other side. Trapezius. Rear deltoid. And then bring your hand up and press down and in on your elbow. And the other. And grab both elbows and rock side to side. Come on back down and rotate the head in one direction. And then the other. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. And go into a side lunge. And then the other way. Come on back up, extend the hand in front, pull back on the fingers, which are facing up. And then down. And then flopped, wiggle the fingers and make a fist. And then the other hand up. Very vocal crow outside. And then down. And then flopped. Yeah, let's grab a stick. We're going to do the GymStick routine, so we'll get those hamstrings and calves in case you were wondering. With the stick, start by going backwards with the dynamic swimmer. And then switch directions. And then bring it up overhead and oscillate back and forth. And then behind the back, around the waist, you can bring one foot forward and twist at the waist. And then bring the other foot forward. And then bring feet together, drop the stick to just above the knees, bring the hands out in front between the knees. Hinge at the waist and pull up on the stick. And then bring the stick out in front between the legs, step back, hands are near the top or at the top. Hinge at the waist, stretch those shoulders and upper body. Come on up, bring the stick across the body with one hand, reach the other hand up underneath and grab your shoulder, hinge at the waist and tug at your shoulder. Come on up, do the same thing on the other side. Come on up, bring the stick to the side of the foot. Top hand is pushing out as the bottom hand is pulling in slightly at the waist. And then go to the other side and do the same. Come on up, bring the stick in front of one foot. Put that the toes of that foot about 6 inches away. Lean the stick against your collarbone. Slide your hands down the stick. Lift the sole of the foot. And increase the stretch on the hamstrings by wiggling it back and forth. Come on back down. Put the sole of the foot against the stick and press. Stretch the calves. Yeah. Come on back and we'll do the other side. Starting with the hamstrings. And then the calf. And then we're going to turn sideways and 90 degrees with the front leg, back leg. You're on the balls of the feet. Come down low and stretch the hip flexors. Switch positions of the feet and legs. Come on up. Grab one leg by the shin, ankle, or toes, and stretch the quads. And then the other. Bring the first leg up in front. Press the knee towards the back, hinge at the waist. Stretch in the glutes. And then the other. And come on back up, put the stick in front. Step back, hold on with two hands, one hand or just a finger or two. Come up on your toes and back on your heels, holding for a second on each. Turn for the count of 15. It's 5 for me. 6. 14, and 15. Okay, let's put the stick down and do some upper body postural work. We're starting with the Brugger's scapular retraction. So you put your hands in front of you at 90 degrees and then squeeze those shoulder blades back and come back, squeeze. Now bring your elbows up to your forehead and bring your fists up to your forehead. Bring your elbows in. Oy. And now we're going to do some chin tucks. We're going to hold. We're not going to peck immediately. We're going to tuck in the chin and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release and tuck. And release and tuck. Release, tuck. Release, tuck. Release, and one more, tuck. And release. And now if you will go against the wall, if you can, you want the heels, calves, glutes, shoulders, and head back against the wall. If you have to stand away from it in order to get the top of your body against the wall, that's okay too. But if you can line everything up, great. Going in the surrender position and going straight up and back down. 2. Now bring your hands down, shake them out, let them recover a bit, then bring them out to 45 degrees and come up to shoulder height. 2. Again, as much as you can of the back of your body flat against the wall. 6, 7, I think 8, 9, 10. We're going to put our hands in front at 90 degrees and then reach up, pluck down, come back to that 90-degree position. And 10. And finally, let's do around the clock, either straight overhead with your hands parallel to your ears, or if that's too difficult, go through the middle, or do both. And 10. Good. All right. Again, for breath work this week, we're just playing around. Observe your breath, fool around with it, just be conscious of it, whatever you do, whether it's rapid breathing or holding or just inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly. Maybe you want to inhale and then exhale for twice the amount of time that it took you to inhale. Whatever it is, just be conscious of it and play. Yawn. And then rub your hands together. Cultivating life force energy as you form a chi ball. Which is dancing us around. And we center, 2 breaths. Playful or not. And we open our hearts a little bit more. Holding on that inhale and letting it go. Center, 2 breaths. And bring down the chi from above. And scooping it up from below. And namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Nina. Take care.
Thanks. Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome, Mira. Have a good one.
You
Stay
too.
dry. There's Suzanne. All right. It's a Wednesday. I knew you'd be here. I'm sorry, Art?
I'm gonna go out and shovel now.
Oh, okay. That'll be your band work for the day. Yes.
That's right.
All right. So actually, in line with the posture theme of the day. I've got the first two arm exercises are in that spirit. So we're going to do what we're going to do, the high row and the overhead row. All right. So you want to put the bands in between your thumbs. Use a light one. Let me switch cameras there. Use the light one. Bring it up to about shoulder height and then roll back. Of course, with a little bit of tension. 2, 3, 4, and you've got your shoulder blades coming together. 5, 6, 7. Actually, I should have my shoulder blades higher. 8, 9. I mean, my elbows higher. Whew. 12. All right. Now put the band around your wrist. Create a little tension, and then bring the band up straight overhead and down. 1, 2. 10, 2 more. And 12. All right. We're going to do, I'm going to switch to a slightly heavier band. You stay with the same one. We're going to do, if you'd like, some rows underneath the foot. So put it under the sole of your foot. Grab the band on the same, with the same hand that you have the same side as the foot. Hinge at the waist and bring your elbow up past your rib cage. And then go to the other side. And do the same. And then put the band around your ankles. You might want to sit down to do this or not. And if you want, you can hold on to the back of a chair, hold on to a pole. You can be next to the wall for support. And we're going to kick out 2 in front, 3. And then the other leg. and then behind. Other leg. And then finally, laterally, you guessed it, 1, 2. Hold on to something if you need to. 4. And the other leg. Okay, we'll go back to putting the band underneath the sole of the foot, hinging at the waist and rowing. And then the other. Whoop. All right. And I think that's 12. Around the wrists and overhead. And then finally, around the thumbs. And yeah, out, I'm sorry, out, straight in front and back. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that's it. One broken band later, we have arrived.
Thank you,
at the
Tom.
end. You're welcome, Suzanne. Take care.
You too. Have a good day.
You too.
Don't shovel too hard.
Yeah, it stopped and there's like 1/4 inch here.
Must be worse where Art is.
Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Take
Thanks,
care.
Tom.
All right. Take care, Jonathan.
Suzanne, what's the thing on your head?
She had a procedure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have a
It's
good day,
okay.
all.
Yeah. Okay, Maureen,
Bye-bye.
take care.
Oh, you too.
All right. Hello to